Today I wanted to share with you one of the best ways of leveling up during the Steam Summer Sale Grand Prix event. As many of you may know, in previous events there used to be like event cards, like Summer Sale cards or Winter Sale cards, and a lot of people would use those to level up as it was an infinite badge. Well, they got rid of it during this event, but they did include another infinite badge using the points and the pit stop system. So you can actually level up the Grand Prix badge as much as you like. But the way that this event is set up is essentially every $1 you spend on the store, you get 100 points to your capacity, and then you can convert those 100 points into 100 tokens, which you can use in the pit stop to purchase one badge for 100 XP. So a lot of you may be thinking, well, isn't that kind of silly because you'll have to spend so much money on the Steam store, you'll end up losing tons of money if you want to level up that badge. But there is another method, and that's what I want to share with you today. Before I begin, I just wanted to say big shout out to Emil. Thank you so much for sharing this with me. You probably didn't want me to make a video on it, but shout out to you anyway. So he basically gave me the idea that you can purchase TF2 keys from the store, and it will also increase your points on the Grand Prix event. And then I was thinking, why not just buy CSGO keys, because CSGO keys are worth more than TF2 keys. And sure enough, if you purchase keys through the CSGO store, through the game itself, it will count towards the event. So I'm going to purchase some Prisma case keys, and let's just go back and make sure that this counts. So currently I have a capacity of 59,232 max points. So let's go ahead and go back to CSGO, and let's purchase 10 keys, and that'll be about $25 worth, and we'll go ahead and click on that. And I personally do not have to pay tax in my state. I live in Texas. If you have to pay tax, this method may not be worth it to you. So this is a big warning right now. Do not use this method if you have to pay tax. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase these keys, $24.90 worth for 10 keys. And as you see, it just went up to 61,722 max capacity. So I'm going to go over to my inventory and I'm going to sell these for $2.60 each on the marketplace. I will have to pay for the fees, of course, so I'm going to lose a little bit of money, but it's not going to be too much. So let's go ahead and list all of these, and as it says up there, I should get about $23 in return. I'm going to be going through this fairly quickly. I just sold the 10 Prisma keys for $2.60 each. After fees, that's $2.27. If you go to my account, you can see that's how much money I gained back from selling the keys. And then I also wanted to show you that you can actually use multiple different keys. You don't have to use the Prisma keys. You can use the Spectrum ones, or whichever key is worth the most I would use probably, and whatever key sells more often. So the higher quantity ones are certainly worthwhile. So going back to the Grand Prix event, like I said before, I just gained 2,500 max points or max capacity. Gaining points is very easy once you have the capacity set. You can actually use programs like SAM to get achievements. If you scroll down to the bottom where the achievement section is, you can actually get a ton of points basically instantly if you have achievements in various games and so forth. Or you can do the challenges, and there's various ways to exploit the challenges as well. I've heard that Stardew Valley has a like there's various cheat scripts and stuff where you can harvest crops very quickly and gain thousands of points doing that. But anyways, with the capacity set up, I can actually convert these points into tokens. And by converting them into tokens, I can effectively earn experience by leveling up the badge infinite amounts of times. So if you guys are confused, I made a little chart here. So this is basically what's going on here. I purchased 10 keys from CSGO for $25. I gained 2,500 points in the Grand Prix event. I converted the 2,500 points into tokens. I converted those tokens into 25 levels or 2,500 experience that I'm using to level up my profile. So after that, I sold the 10 keys that I purchased back onto the marketplace for $2.60 each. I gained $2.27 after fees per key, which in total was $22.70. If you subtract that from what I purchased the keys for, I effectively lost $2.30 by doing this method. So for 25 levels on the badge, or 2,500 experience, I paid $2.30. And if you divide that out, it's essentially 9 cents per badge or per 100 experience. And that is an incredibly low price. If you guys are familiar with how leveling up works on Steam, generally you have to buy the trading cards off the market or use a card bot, and usually it costs a little bit more using card bots or a lot more if you're purchasing cards off the marketplace. So in my opinion, at this moment, this may be the best method of leveling up on Steam, but obviously as more people find out about this method, it might crash the value of the keys. So make sure before you do this method, you do the math and see if it's worthwhile to you or not, and make sure you fully understand what's going into it. There is a loss every time you do this, but you are going to be earning quite a lot of experience, and it's a very easy way to level up your Steam account, especially if you're low level and you're just trying to get to level 100. This is probably the cheapest way to do so. So that's it with this video. I'm sorry it's a bit complicated, but for those of you who understand, I'm sure you guys will appreciate it, and make sure you get on it early while key prices are high. That way you won't be losing much by doing this. And also, just as a side little luxury, it will help your team out. If you guys are looking to level up on Steam, it's a great way to basically help your team while also boosting your own Steam profile level. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.